Dear student, today I am going to start the lesson number 8, Ratio, Proportion and Unitary Method of Class 6 Maths textbook. Here in this chapter you are going to learn ratio, proportion and unitary method. First of all, I will explain you what is ratio. To understand ratio properly, let us take an example. Ratio. In ratio, there are two terms or two numbers of same unit. In ratio, there are two terms, or we can say two numbers, two terms or two numbers of same units. The two number should have same units. So what is unit? In the earlier classes you have already learned. So here I will show you by solving this example how we find the ratio of two numbers. Look at the example. Find a ratio of 20 seconds to 20 minutes. You can see the units of this term is 20 second. Second is the unit and here the unit is minute. You can see both the units are not same. So in that case we cannot find ratio for these two terms. To find ratio of any two numbers or any two terms, we must have their unit same. Then only we can find ratio of any two terms. First of all, to find the ratio of these two terms or these two number, we will make their unit same. So here second is already in a smaller unit and we will try to make it smaller. This minute is greater unit, so always we should try to make the greater unit smaller. So let us make it. We know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Therefore 20 minutes will be 60 into 20 seconds. Now see, 6 to the 12 and this 20 put to the right side of this number. Now you can see 20 minutes become 1200 seconds and his units change to seconds. Now we will find a ratio of 20 seconds to 20 minutes. So 20 seconds is appearing first in this question. So we will write this like this. The ratio of 20 seconds to 20 minutes will be like this. The first number always we should write first like this, 20. This is the symbol of ratio and this is the first term, and next we will put 20 minute. 20 minute we have changed to 1200 seconds. So now we will not write 20 minutes, we will write this, because we can find ratio of two terms or two numbers only when their units are same. It is already in second, so this also we will write this, then it will become second. So ratio are similar to a fraction. Now I will make this ratio as fraction. The first number will be numerator and the second number, the second term, will be denominator. Now reduce both the number. First of all, if there is any zero in the right side, we should cut that. Now both the number you can see it's come in the two table. So 2 1s are 2 and 260s are 120. Now what we have? we have only 1 by 60. So this fraction we will make ratio. The numerator always we should write first 1:2. We read this ratio symbol as is to 60. The denominator always we should write next to the ratio symbol. So we find ratio like this. Always keep in mind ratio has only two terms or two numbers, and we can find ratio of two terms or two numbers when their units are same. If their units are not same, then you have to make their units same using this method. Now let us know what is proportion. Four numbers are said to be proportion if the ratio of the first two quantities is equal to the ratio of the last two quantities. You can see in ratio there are two terms or two numbers of same units, but here what is there? Four numbers. There will be four numbers. You can see in this example, determine if 5, 12, 25 and 60 are in proportion. So in proportion there will be four numbers. These four numbers are said to be proportion if the ratio of the first two term, means ratio of these two term, you can see this 5 and 12, ratio of these two term will be equal to the ratio of the next two quantities. So I will show you. So we are checking these four numbers are in proportion or not. So we can write like this: 5:12, proportion symbol, 25:60. Ratio of the first two term, you can see here ratio of the first two term, here first two number. Proportion means is also equal to the last two term, to the ratio of the last two term, 25:60. It's also we can write 5:12 equal 25:60. So this proportion means equal. We can think like that also. Now we have to check that this ratio of these two numbers and ratio of these two numbers are equal or not. So ratio is similar to fraction, so let us make this ratio as fraction, and let us make this ratio also as fraction. The first number always we should make numerator and the second number as denominator, and the first number here also I am making numerator and second is denominator. Now 5/12 cannot reduce into lowest term. You can see both the numbers are not comes in any table except 1. So their HCF is 1. So it can't be reduced more than this. So it will be remain like this. But you can see these two term we can reduce. Both are coming in 5 table. 5 5 is 25 and 5 12 is 60. Now what we got? After reducing this term to lowest term, we got 5/12. You can see both the ratio of first two term and the ratio of the last two terms are equal. You can see 5/12 and 5/12. So we can say that 5, 12, 25 and 60 are in proportion. Now I will show you how we can solve problem related to ratio. Exercise 8.1 is for ratio only, not for proportion. We will get proportion in exercise 8.2. So now I will show you how we can solve problems related to ratio. First of all, let us do the questions. Tick mark the correct answers. The first question, the ratio of 35:64 in the simplest form. We have to make this ratio in the simplest form. As I said before, ratio and fraction are same. So first of all, we should try to make this ratio as fraction like this. The first term will be numerator and the second term will be denominator. To reduce this fraction to lowest term, we should find the HCF of 35 and 84 first. If we find the HCF of these two numbers, then we can directly reduce this fraction into lowest term. Otherwise, we have to cut both the number one by one. So we are not going to do like that. So we will find HCF so that we can cut both the number at a time. Now, to find HCF, we should find a number which divide both the numbers. These two numbers are divisible by 7. 7 5s are 35 and 7 12s are 84. So if we divide 35 by 7, then we will get 5, because 7 is the HCF of 35 and 84. So if we divide 35 by 7, then we will get 5. You can get the number below 35 here. And if you divide 84 by 7, then you will get 12. So now we will divide this 84 by 7, then we will get 12. So 5 by 12 will be the lowest term. Now you can see from this fraction we can make ratio, the first term, and denominator will be the second term. So 5:12 is the correct option here. Now let's move to the next question. In a class there are 20 boys and 15 girls. We have to find the ratio of boys to girls. Boys to girl means we have to write the number boys first and then we have to write the numbers for girls. So we should write the ratio 20:15 because number of boys is 20 and number of girls is 15. You can see here. So the ratio of boys to girls. So which will say first, we will write that number first, and which will say the second, you can see here, we will write that number in second. Now from this ratio we will write fraction 20 by 15. Now you can see if you find HCF of these two number, then you will get 5. So if you divide this number by 5, you will get 4, and if you divide this number by 5, then you will get 3. So we will get 4 by 3 as lowest fraction. So from this we will make ratio 4:3. So you can see this is 4:3 is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 3. The ratio of 1.5 meter to 10 centimeter. As I said before, to get the ratio of any two numbers, we should have their unit same. You can see the unit of these two number, here it is meter, here it is centimeter. So if it is like this, then we cannot find their ratio. First of all, we should make their unit same. So we should try to make the higher unit equal to the small unit. So this meter I will make centimeter. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore 1.5 meter will be 1.5 into 100 centimeter. Now if you multiply, we will get 1 5, the 20 will put to the right centimeter, and we'll put a point after one place from the right side. That means we got 150 centimeter. 1.5 meter is become 150 centimeter. Now we'll find a ratio of these two numbers. So the numbers are ratio. The first number is 1.5. We'll write that number in the numerator because this number is first, and the second number we will write in the denominator. So it was 1.5 before. After making the unit same, we got 150 centimeter. Now cut the zeros to the right side. Now what we got? 15 by 1. This can be expressed as ratio 15:1. So you can do like this. Now let us move to the next question. The ratio of 1 hour to 300 second. So here also units of these two numbers are not same. Here it is hour and here it is second. First of all, we should try to make hour as second. So to make hour into second, we should find 1 hour. We know that 1 hour equal to 60 minute. It is minute only. Now also we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 second. Now if you will convert 1 hour into second, then we must multiply 60 into 60. 60, it is minute. If you multiply this 60 here, then it will become second. Now you see 6 6 are 36 and 2 0 will put to the right side. Now it's converted to second. Now we can find their ratio. 1 hour means 3600 second. And here it is given, the next number is 300 second. So the ratio will be 3600 by 300. Now cut the zeros to the right side here. Now HCF of 36 and 3 will be 3. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 12s are 36. So what we got? 12 by 1. This can be written in the form of ratio 12:1. So you can see the ratio of 1 hour to 300 is this. So now let us move to the next question. 7:12 is equivalent to. We have already learned how we find equivalent fraction. Now here is the ratio is 7:12. So here I am writing 7:12. And this ratio we can write in the form of fraction, that is 7 by 12. In the earlier classes we have already learned that how we find equivalent fraction for a given fraction. So it is also like a fraction, ratio is also like a fraction, and to make equivalent fraction we should multiply numbers, non-zero numbers to the numerator and denominator. First of all, we should try to multiply it by 1, then we will get the same number, 7 by 12 only. Again, if we will multiply 2 to this number with the numerator and denominator, we must be same number. You can see 7 2s are 14 and 2 12s are 24. And again, if you will multiply 3 to the numerator and denominator, you will get 7 3s are 21 and 12 3s are 36. So like that we have to find the equivalent fraction of 7:12. Here in question number 5 you can see 7:12 is equivalent to which of this? Here if you reduce this 28 by 40, you can see we can reduce this 7 4 7s are 28 and here it is 4 10s are 40. So we got 7 by 10. So it is 7:10. So it is not equal to this ratio. So here 42 by 71. If you reduce this, it can't be reduced. It will be like this only. So we'll move to the next ratio, that is 72 by 42. If you reduce this ratio also, you will not get this ratio. So at last we have 42 by 72. If you reduce this, you will see that both the numbers are divisible by 6, means the ratio HCF of these two numbers is 6. 6 7s are 42 and 6 12s are 72. So 7 by 12 or 7:12 we get from this fraction or this ratio, 42:72. So this is the correct answer. So even you can see, if you write 7 by 12 and if you multiply 6 to this, then you will get 7 6 are 42 and 12 6 are 72. We get this ratio. This is equivalent. This is equivalent to 7:12. If we reduce 42 by 72, then we'll get 7:12, or with 7:12 if we multiply 6 with the numerator and denominator, again we will get the 42 by 72. So this is equivalent to each other, 7 by 12 and 42 by 72. So now let us move to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6. In 3:5, what sign we will put here? 1:12. The box can be filled with which symbol we can use? So we have to find that 3:5 and 1:12, they are equal to each other, or which one is greater than which one and which one is smaller than which one. So as I said before, that ratios are like fraction, so let us make them fraction first. 1 by 2. 3:5 will be 3 by 5 and 1:2 will be 1 by 2. Now let us find which is greater. We should compare ratio as we do in the fraction. So we'll cross multiply. It is 6 and we'll find next it is 1:5. Clearly we can see that this fraction is greater because 3 is the numerator of this fraction. You can see the numerator here. So 3 to the 6. So this is for this fraction because numerator you can see here, and 1 is the numerator for this fraction, which is 1:5 is 5. 5 is smaller than 6. So we can easily find that this fraction is greater. 3 by 5 is greater than 1 by 2. So we can see this sign we'll put here. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 7. On dividing ₹140 between A and B in the ratio 5:2, the share of A is what? We have to find the share of A. You can see this amount 140 rupees we have to divide among these two boys. Suppose this is A and this is boy. There are two boys. A will get 5 and B will get 2. So what will be A's share? To find A's share, we have to find the sum of the ratio of both the person. We have to find the sum of both the ratio. Okay, so 5 plus 2. So their ratio is 5:2. So 5 plus 2 we have to find. Sum of the ratio is 7. So total amount is 7. Now we have to think that this 140 is 7. Now out of 7, this is A's share and this is B's share. So A's share is, out of 7 he is getting 5, and B's share is what? B's share is, out of 7 he is getting 2. So it is B's share. But what we have to find? We have to find only A's share. Now A's share will be 5 by 7. Out of 7 he is getting 5. Of which amount? Of 140 it is. Now calculate this. 7 20 is a 140. We should cut this number by 7. You see, like this. Now we have to multiply 5 into this number, then 5 to the 10, and this 0 put in the right side, then you will get is A's share. So here you can see this is shares. Now let us move to question number B1. Find a ratio of the following. We have to find a ratio of these questions. 15 minutes to an hour. You can see the unit of these two numbers are not equal. Here it is minute, here it is hour. We have to make their unit same, then only we can find their ratio. Here you can see 2 centimeter and 1 meter. Here also their units are not same. We have to make their unit same, then only we can find their ratio. And here also it is gram, and but here it is kilometer. We should convert this kilometer to gram, then only we can find the ratio of these two number. Here you can see 15 pies to 1 rupees. So here also we should find the pies for 1 rupees. We know that 1 rupee equal to 100 pies, so it will be converted into 100 pies. And here also 15 pies to 5 rupees. It is pies and it is rupees, but we have to make this rupees into pies. Then I will show you how we can convert this question. Question number 6. I will show you how we find the ratio of this question, this kind of question. 50 gram to 1.5 kg. You can see their units are not same. 50 grams. So 50 gram we will write in the numerator, and 50 gram to 1.5 kg. 1.5 kg is become 1500 gram. So 1500 I have written down side. I will cut this zeros to the right side. Now both the numbers are divisible by 5. You can say 5 ones are 5 and 5 3s are 15. This 0 will put here. Then I will get 1 by 30, or in the ratio form we can write 1:30. So to find ratio of any two number, if their units are not same, you have to make their unit same first. After that you go for the ratio. See here how I have done. So these questions are also same. I have already given in your notes